This story begins with a guy named Eric who came to visit a woman called Amanda during the Thanksgiving. Amanda's husband Mitch is also here. In the next scene, we see a girl named Jessica celebrating Thanksgiving with her stepmom Kathleen and her dad Thomas. After a few moments, Jessica goes with her friends. They are Bobby, Gabby, Yulia, Evan, and Scuba. They go to a store where huge crowds have assembled to buy Thanksgiving groceries near a supermarket. Amanda and Eric have already reached here. They all goes inside the store. When crowd sees them, they breaks the entrance of the supermarket. Riots take place. There are chaos inside the store. A trolley hits Amanda's head and she dies. Evan is recording the situation happening. 1 year later, we see Mitch, who was Amanda's husband, and few more people are protesting against the Thanksgiving due to the last year incident where many people died. In the next scene, we see a waitress is being chased by a mass killer. She tries to escape, but the killer runs his truck on her. He hangs her body at the banner of that supermarket. The police comes. Eric is leading the investigation. After some days, the mass killer again kills a man. At this point, it turns out that the mass killer is only killing the people who were involved at the supermarket chaos incident. Eric investigates the crime scene. Here, Jessica is stealing some important footage from her dad's computer. These footages are from last year's supermarket incident, and Thomas was the owner of the store. Jessica submits the footages to Eric. In the next scene, the masked man kills a man and woman inside a school. He kidnaps Evan and Gabby. Jessica searches for them. The masked man attacks her, but Jessica somehow escapes. Yulia was at her home. Killer comes and tries to kill her. Jessica and Scuba reaches to Yulia's home. They confronts the killer, but he kills Yulia and ran away. Then police comes. In next scene, Jessica and her family are having conversation. Policeman Eric promises them he will catch the killer. Next day, Jessica and her family are at Thanksgiving ceremony. The killer comes and start killing people. He kidnaps Jessica, Thomas, Kathleen, and Scuba. After some time, we see Kathleen being captive by the killer. She tries to run but get caught. Killer puts Kathleen inside a gas chamber where she dies brutally. Here, Eric was looking for the kidnapped people. We see Jessica, Evan, Gabby, Scuba, and her father being tied at a dinner table. Killer kills Evan with a hammer. Jessica and Scuba somehow unties their rope and tries to escape. Scuba fights with the killer. Seeing the opportunity, Jessica runs through the woods. Killer injures Scuba and follows Jessica into the woods. After some time, Jessica reaches to the road where she sees Eric unconsciously lying on the ground. She sees the killer running inside a warehouse. She takes Eric's gun and follows him. Killer removes his mask. Jessica is surprised to see that the killer is her friend Bobby. Eric comes and confronts Bobby, but Bobby escapes. In the next scene, we see Jessica is with Eric and some police officers. They all go to hunt down Bobby, but Eric is asked to drop Jessica home. But before they leave, Jessica notices Eric's shoes. She sees some dry leaves attach on the surface on his shoes. She suspects that Eric is the real masked killer because there were dry leaves when she was running through the woods. Eric later reveals himself that he is the killer. He further explains that he and Amanda were having an affair. He loved her, but when they were at the supermarket, Amanda got killed and she was pregnant. That is why he was getting revenge to all the people who were involved at the supermarket riot. Eric says he was the one who defamed Bobby by abducting him and put mask on him. When he was taking Bobby to the warehouse, Bobby attacked on his head. That's why he was lying there unconscious. At his point, Eric has to kill Jessica because she knows about his true identity. He suddenly jumps on her and about to kill her. Suddenly, Bobby comes and saves her. They both runs. Eric follows them with an axe. They somehow manage to get on a truck, but Eric climbs upon the truck and attacks. Jessica, she pushes him down, gets a shotgun, and shoots a gas balloon near Eric. Due to explosion, he dies, but his body is not found by the police. Jessica and Bobby is now safe. After a few days, Jessica is being attacked by Eric in her dream, and the story ends. Maybe we will get to see second part of the story. So guys, this was the story. I hope you like it. If you do, subscribe to my channel.